Alright, so this is my first video of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I've been playing a lot of this lately, more so than regular Yu-Gi-Oh! You can probably expect some more of these videos in the future. I've been mostly playing this just because I think it's a lot more fun than current Yu-Gi-Oh! So, since this is my first video with Duel Links, I wanted to go through my deck, explain all my card choices, and talk a little bit about the meta in Duel Links. So, Gladiator Beasts just came out in the most recent pack, and they're pretty good. Probably not as good as Cyber Angels, the best deck, but I think this is more fun to play, so this is what I'm playing right now. Obviously, not all the Glad Beasts cards are out yet, so we're just playing what we can. So we got 3 Quarry, it has the highest attack for when you normal summon the take out. We got Bestiary, probably the best one. Destroys all deck cards. You guys should all know these. Murmillo destroys monsters, the next best one. And then we're playing one Dimakari, which people wouldn't actually play in real life. But there aren't that many options in here. So this one lets you attack twice, which is actually pretty good in Duel Links, because 32 damage versus 40 life points total. It's pretty good. Cosmic Cyclone, this card just came out. It's really good. There's trap heavy meta right now. So, we got 2 of these. MST is not in the game. It would be better than this, because banishing isn't super important, and 1,000 life points is a quarter. It's like Psalm Warning level. 1/2 shot. So this card's good in Gladiator Beasts because protecting your monsters from battle gives you free tag outs. I'm only playing 1 just because of space. It's not bad to play more of this. A 3 econ, this card is the best card in the game. So it's been the best card in the game ever since the start of Duel Links, actually. So I would highly recommend anybody playing Duel Links get this card. And so currently, shifting monsters' battle positions to protect your monsters is good. Stealing your opponent's monsters to decay is good. And also against the best deck Cyber Angels, Econ is the best card to have against them. Both stealing to attack your game and stealing to counter their boss to team. So we're playing 3 of that. They just brought more. 3 impenetrable attack. Basically slightly better than half shot. Protects your monster from battle, but also from card effects. So it's really good in the mirror. And yeah, so this card's just good for that reason. You can also just take no battle damage. So in a wall of disruption. So main way you get rid of monsters in Duel Links is by attacking over them for most decks. So things that reduce your opponent's attack are really powerful, and this does a permanent reduction, usually of 1600. That's the most common. So it's really good against most decks. It's not that good against Ancient Gears, which are really popular. So that's unfortunate for it. The Windstorm Tekwa, arguably the best trap, and arguably the best trap in the entire existence of the game, because this has been there since the beginning, as well as Econ. Just switching all battle positions basically ends the battle phase usually. So, and then up at the top we have my skill balance. Every player gets to choose a skill, which is like a special ability you get to use during each duel. Balance, what it does is it makes sure my opening hand matches the ratio of cards in my deck. So how it works with the new version of balance. So I have 6 traps and 6 spells, which means that and at least 6 monsters. So if you have 6 of the card, you're guaranteed to open with 1 copy in your opening hand, which is pretty good because my spells are essentially all traps. So I'm guaranteed to open with 2 traps and a monster, and my 3rd card will be chosen between all 3 types. It could be any of them. And then I'm also playing a few fusions. Not all the fusions are in the game, like Thesaurus is not in yet. So Heraclinos comes up the least, but you usually win if you can make this. It's good against Cyber Angels. They have a hard time dealing with that. Neuropius, the best one. So this one, the fact that you get to actually tag out after it attacks is really good. You tag out into 2 monsters, like 2 bestiaries, both 2 back rows, for example. And most traps are activated when monsters attack, so they can't do that with this guy. And also, they can't use hand traps like 2 or 3 though to use that. And then Esadari is just a vanilla. But it actually comes up a lot because people will floodgate trap layer monsters, so you need to get them out of the way. They'll use massive morph, which prevents monsters from attacking directly permanently, so you need to get those out of the way. Sometimes you just need to get over a monster. 2400 is a cutoff where a lot of monsters reach in the meta, so. Okay, let's go into the duels. Alright, so I'm gonna get into some PvP dueling. The KC Cup. So we've got this is the start of the second round. I played a few matches. I'm on a losing streak. It's super annoying because I'm playing against people that are worse than me. But I'm not playing very well, and they're drawing all the right cards, and I'm on tilt. So best time to record. You guys know that's true, right? I'm playing against somebody in Platinum. He made King of Game once. So this doesn't look like a very good player. If we lose to this guy, that's gonna be sad. He's playing Aster, so that could mean anything. There aren't any meta skills on Aster. So he's not playing Balance. But he has a fusion deck, so he's probably playing a fusion variant, because Aster does have some fusion related skills that are not meta relevant. And he's playing a 24 card deck? I think I'm playing against a trash player. I don't know how this guy got to King of Games last season. What the He's playing Gladiator Beasts with Aster with no balance? What is he doing? And he's playing the terrible field spell that no one should ever play, ever. He's gonna end his turn. Okay. During his end phase, I'm spacing his back row, and I'm just gonna switch into defense mode and attack over him. Wall of Disruption, okay. Well, that's a good part of this. That's nice. So, unless these are both Spherical Rebos in his hand. Spherical Rebo is the only relevant hand trap right now, by the way. It switches, when a monster present attack, it switches it to defense mode. And that's played a lot. Is he just playing with no skill? Oh, and he rage quits. I'm guessing that guy was terrible. Well, that's what I needed to get me back on track. Duel against a terrible player. Okay. When it does that, that means they rage quit. I rage quit sometimes. Sometimes this game just gets you. Oh man. Just above 1,000. I was up to 5,000 before I got into a losing streak. See, I was at 5 and 2 at one point. And then I just started losing. Oh man. That was bad. Yeah, that was a really bad losing streak. So, okay, let's see what we're up against this time. Okay. We're playing against decent player. Looks like he's probably a good player who just doesn't play all the time. Because he's gotten to King of Games twice. But it hasn't been there consistently. If you were looking at mine, you could see I wasn't at King of Games the first 2 times those, because I wasn't playing. So I can understand people just not playing during the format. So he doesn't have a skill. So he's playing Beatdown, which means probably ninjas. That's the most common deck to be put in Beatdown. That matchup generally favors me, but it can be tricky depending on their hand. He could be playing other decks though. There are other decks that play Beatdown. That's just the most common. It's a pretty popular skill for anything that summons high level monsters. So 300 package. Oh, he's playing Red Eyes. Okay, they also play Beatdown. Red Eyes is easier than ninjas. I don't think I've ever lost to Red Eyes actually. With Gladius. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think I've ever lost to Red Eyes with Red Beasts. They're not as common anymore though, so I haven't had as many opportunities to lose against them. That's really tempting to just space this one back there. I'm going to. Even though I don't have a Laquari, the Laquari would make it a lot better, but it's too hard not to. Okay, I hit an Econ, that's pretty good. I'm gonna set SDRE because I want to tag into Manila to pop his monster. Having the impenetrable attack here is great because you can just set a monster and protect it. It's pretty good for baiting your opponent into attacking you. So he's probably going to send a zombie thing. Oh, he's playing 2 Bacon Saver? Why would you play 2? That's such a brick. It's once per duel. That's so bad. The only reason to do that is if you're drawing one and you really want to send it. Maybe he's not even playing Red Eyes, he's just playing a bad zombie deck. But, like, there's no reason to play zombies without playing the Red Eyes zombie in the Red Eyes support. Yeah, I can't think of any good reason to go differently with that. Samurai Skull. Something like Mizuki. It could just be zombies. I mean, well, let's see what he summons with from Gochu. Banished extra things to bring in. Makes sense. Okay, he is playing Red Eyes. He just happened to have a ton of zombie support. Jeez, that's a. He's not even going to attack into me. I am going to actually go into Asadari. So I lose my ability to tag out, but I can get over his monsters without him using beatdown, and this will potentially bait him into attacking into my wall of disruption, because he can only use beatdown on his turn. And worst case scenario, I have impenetrable attack to protect me, so I feel pretty safe, but going for this play. Not attacking me was probably a good call on his part though, so I give him props for that, at least. He has a sphere. Oh no, okay, he's got the bacon, that's what it is. I was like, if he's got a card, he can activate right now. But yeah, he has the bacon, I forgot about that. I don't know if he would use it here. I don't think I would. Save it for a more critical juncture. There. See if he's going to use the effect. I'm guessing no. Okay. It was a no. It's kind of tempting to go for the beatdown play here, especially if that's a Red Eye Spirit to revive his Red Eyes. Because it's going to be hard to get over me without you going for the beatdown. That's one of the downsides, actually, of that skill currently. Oh, but he only gets to hit 1. Oh, what a luck! Oh my god, he happened to hit the 1 wall disruption. Now he's confident. Luckily, I do have the impenetrable attack. That is so lucky, man. My first loss, that when I just kept losing, was actually I lost specifically because they hit my 1 econ on my 3 back row, and that was the only card I needed to win that game. So that was pretty annoying. It happening twice now. Yeah, I don't need to do that. Ooh, Lafari, that's really good top deck. So he's gonna have to. I'm gonna try to bait him into negating the Asadari, but the correct play here would be to negate the Lafari attack. Because if Lafari gets the tag, Asadari doesn't. Yeah, cool. So we get rid of both of his monsters by tagging onto Manila. And we got the impenetrable attack, which he might be tempted to attack into my Manila when I summon defense mode. Actually, he most likely will attack into it, and I'll just tag out. I think the correct play actually would be to attack the Manila and hope I don't have anything. Because if you can stop the chain of tag outs, you kind of have to, even if there's only a small opportunity. Yeah, this matchup is really not in Red Eye's favor. Ooh, that's a pretty good top deck though. He's gonna be able to grab his Red Eye's Insight, his last copy, to revive the Zombie Dragon. But I can still get over it with Esadari. So I can just attack the Murmillo. If he doesn't activate it, I get my tag. If he does, I get to destroy his Red Eyes. So it really just stalls. There's no way this will get him out of this situation. We found that's pretty good. Okay, well, let's bait it out. I think you have to use it right now. And just stop attacking. And just kill it. I could attack again, take 12 damage and tag out. I'm not gonna do it though. Life points is a really valuable resource in the Red Beast deck. Being able to crash into monsters in defense mode when you really need to is pretty important. Okay, he isn't scooping, so that's probably a real trap. Okay, it's wall disrupting. That doesn't matter. It has really low effect on my deck in particular. If I'm attacking directly, it doesn't matter really because I'll just tag out into monsters that still have their attack. I do have a fusion mount though. It matters a lot less if you just have no deck monsters. Let's grab. I'll grab a Lapari. The Dimikari to have a better chance of going for game is really tempting. I don't think it's possible for him to win top decking in this deck against Gladiator Beasts. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything. I think we just ended. Well, let's play around the Sweep Rebo, just in case we make Malokius. Okay. And that's good. I'm not gonna be ever. No reason. Okay, I'm gonna try to get you guys one more duel. Let's see what we pair this up with this time. Explode. Okay, we're playing against a guy consistently in platinum. And he's playing Weevil Burn. Well, okay. Burn is the most obnoxious thing to play against ever, but it happens to be my best matchup, and it's almost impossible to lose with Glad Beasts against Burn. That's another reason to play this deck. So Weevil, is always Burn, because the only skill that we will ever use is his Parasite Infection. He shuffles a card into your deck. Not the best opening, because none of these cards are really that helpful here. Except these two. Any type of stall alternate win deck usually has a tough time dealing with tagging out into Bestiary and Murmillo top cards. Bestiary especially. They have to constantly have things to stop my attacks from going through, like Econ, and eventually they just run out. Okay. Let's go in. See what we got here. It could be anything set, really. In the burn deck, there's lots of monsters that it's set. And there's so many different variants. Okay, he's gonna search Lava Gold. I wasn't playing around the Lava Golem there. Meaning he already has it in his hand. If there's no target. Okay, well I still get to destroy his back row at least. It's like a bowl. Mostly take out the other bestiary because I don't want both my bestiaries to be on the field when we get lava golems. Let's see what it was. Drain shield. What? Why would you not use that? That doesn't make any sense. He should have used that on the Dimikari at least. Like, I get not using it on the bestiary. That makes sense. Okay. Actually, this is the silliest play. I'm gonna go into Murmillo, destroy my bestiary, can't summon Lava Golem against me. I've never done this play before. It's pretty funny. I'm destroying the bestiary there because I want to be able to tag into bestiary. I don't know how good that play was, but it's pretty trollsy at least. Okay, don't summon a second monster. I'll just attack and tag. That's really tempting to actually just go into this guy, Ascari. Thinking if that's the correct player. I think no. I think just attack and tag. At least for now. Okay, it was just another Doom Dog. Wow, he drew a terrible hand. Like, this is a bad matchup for him to start with. But he happened to draw 2 Doom Dogs and the only search target. Unless he plays 2 search targets, like a Dark Necropeer, sometimes they do that. If he did that, then he happened to draw both Doom Dogs, both of his search targets. That would be really bad. The Dimikari Hero's play was obvious, I think, because I can attack over this, and if I needed to attack over something else. But here I can just attack directly instead. Or I can just go for game. Depending on what his back row is, this could just be game. Cosmic Cyclone is really good against any burn or deck out decks also. Massive one. Okay. That's me protected directly. That's pretty much the worst card you could have had there. That's obnoxious. Because I can't go for game anymore. Thinking about I'm just gonna attack until I get it. Yeah, that's especially annoying because he would have used that anyways if I hadn't spaced it. It's more likely to be something like an Econ that can stop me during the battle phase, which is why I think it's still the correct way to space there if you're gonna go for game. Wow. Good thing it's gonna shuffle again. Because I hate that when you shuffle it and you put the press on top. Oh, it did it again? Oh. I wonder what the odds of that are. 1 out of 14 times 1 out of 14. Having the one parasite be on top of your deck twice in a row. That's the first, okay, that doesn't matter. See, this is another reason why this deck is a bad matchup against me, because Master of the Cursed, I'll just tag out, it doesn't matter. Oh, well that's game. If he doesn't have a Sphere for Evo, he just loses, because I'll just tag into a civilian. Luckily it doesn't matter for insects. not going through this very earlier paid off in the end. Okay, that's game. Cool. So we won luckily. I'll try to give you guys a more interesting duel for next round. For next video, I mean. I'll try to get against something meta like the mirror. The mirror is really interesting. Or against Cyber Angels. Cyber Angels is annoying, but we'll see if we can get one of those. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to check out some other stuff.